Yeah.
Yo, Shorty, you're fucking up, dude. Jeff's more
I
on
was
top
gonna
of this movie than you are.
I know. See how much I pay attention.
Yeah.
All I remember is the guy yelling at the other guy, and I was like, "This is very uncomfortable." When Hickham's dad's yelling at the other guy in the middle of the street because he's like hitting his kid or something.
Oh, yeah.
That was an uncomfortable scene to watch.
We're talking about dudes hitting on kids, like not hitting on, but
not like Uncle Jack or from Always Sunny. No, not like that.
You may have remembered me as a person with smaller hands, but you'd be wrong.
I hope you guys know I pressed
a random episode, and that's the one that was on. I was like, childhood century.
I figured the listeners would like to hear us when we do this stuff because I hit the record button not too long ago. Ha ha!
Yeah,
perfect. That's why you're the captain. That's why you're the captain. You make all the right calls.
See,
Wild
our
card,
best content is when we do it before the camera sometimes. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to press record and see what happens.
You're Steve Eiserman.
I have no idea when you hit record on that.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought you guys know because sometimes you guys
I know.
Yeah, it came up.
Do it instantly.
It comes up for me.
It comes up for me too. I wasn't paying attention though. That's the issue.
Oh, that's podcasting.
Now that's
podcasting.
Live podcasting sponsored by.
Speaking of, we do a little RIP for Dynasty. They had a whole bunch of Pilsner getting spilled into the floor. No, they're not dead, but RIP to the beer.
Around that Wednesday, it was for all the fallen soldiers. They poured one out for them.
That shit I sent on Instagram.
They poured out
that was Dynasty.
Tank.
Oh my god.
That was Dynasty Tank. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, Zach. I'll send it to you.
All right.
They had
by Dynasty.
I thought we did that. Didn't we do that last week? Didn't we claim their sponsorship last week?
I was able to go there and mention.
I forgot to tag him.
We shouldn't tag him. I don't think.
What's his name? Fabio.
What's first?
Fabio.
Oh no. Anyways, welcome to Five Holers, you degenerate bitches. This is Five Holers. You might have noticed that we have a new format, aka I'm talking like this. My name is Michael the Pharaoh Shanuti. As always, I'm leading this goddamn ship to the fucking end, baby. And always in goal with his flippers, with his flappers, the man, the myth, the absolutely not in sync legend, Zach, the Walrus, Vincent.
How are we doing tonight?
Doing great, baby. Doing great.
All right. Honestly, I just got dropped from that call, and I have to say I walked back in at the right point in time. You were doing my intro. It was wonderful. And yeah, that's what the Walrus has to say about that.
I said you weren't instinct yet, so you're good. You're not what?
Extinct.
Just let it go, Jeff. Just let it go, Jeff.
English language is
I'm on a roll. And this guy may or may not be your dad because he's definitely fucked your mom because he is a guy who scores on and off the field with travel team hockey moms. Jeff, the Reverend Schneider.
That's the best one yet, man. You just keep getting better and better.
Bro, for you, it never stops. It never stops.
Hey, man, the fun never ends.
That's amazing.
Now, the guy who works at a company we do not speak of. He writes. He fights. He draws. He colors. He comes up with games. He might as well be a kid in the 6th grade. His name is Eric, the Red Falcon, Vincent.
Yeah.
Woo! I'd like to thank you guys for having me again this week and let me be a guest on this podcast.
Here we go again. Dude's been on here like 20 times and he's still a guest. I don't fucking understand.
I mean,
you're like
he's the #1 guest.
like the ultimate guest. You know, like you're watching a show and you see that person show up and you're like, this is gonna be a better episode because this guest is here.
Yeah, but they stagger those. You're on every week.
Yes, we tested it with the fans, and they said that we should keep him on. It's like how in Breaking Bad they were going to kill Jesse off in the first episode.
I did not know that. Wow.
I didn't know that either.
Breaking
it was
news.
very early on. He wasn't supposed to be an integral part of that story at all. But
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. But anyway, it's always good to be here with you guys.
Always good to have you. Always good to have you guys, except for Jeff. Jeff, actually, disclaimer, did not fuck any of our moms. So that's good.
Yeah, what do you think?
No, that's what I know. Because there'd be a problem.
Thanks for that disclaimer there.
Hey, you never.
Why do
I
know
said
where
he
you live,
fucks moms.
That's true. Yeah, you got to make a point to mention that.
I mean, if you're gonna make a disclaimer that guy fucks moms, you gotta make sure people know he didn't fuck your mom.
Wait, you're saying that to everyone, which just isn't true.
That's true. Listen. We were sexually active men before, these two were fiancéed up. I have a girlfriend. Jeff, I don't know what you do on your weekends, but we
haven't seen her in a while.
we definitely dabbled in some what they call vagine, and we definitely have fucked somebody's future mom.
Hold on, can we get the Borat version of Shanudi tonight? I think that would be very beneficial.
La 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 la, you'll never get it. La 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 la.
God.
I am crazy. It's so easy for me to do this voice, Gypsy.
It's funny again. It's back.
Dude, it never got unfunny. Like, people always told me, like, oh, like, why do you think Borat's funny? I was like, why do you think fucking Blue's Clues is funny? I don't give a fuck about you. Like, Borat is funny for two reasons. One, it's not culturally appropriate, and number two, it's just it makes fun of everything I hate about America.
Deep facts from Michael Shanudi.
Except for the Blue's Clues part. I didn't know where I was going with that one. I was trying to think of something funny. Blue's Clues came to my head.
Why do you think Blue's Clues is funny, man? Apparently you're the only one.
Because it's funny watching the guy that I know did cocaine.
But that's all fake. No, it's all fake. He's a totally fine person. He just didn't want to do the show anymore.
Now you're telling me that happened? What about What about Barney? They said Barney had drugs in his tail.
Man, there's been so many in our lifetime. One of them got busted with weed, and you can't blame him, man.
I'm sure. I mean, it's like
have to be fucking lit.
1 out of 5 people have gotten busted with weed, probably. So
who's weed? Who's got? Oh, listen. First of all, you three.
Who's we?
You three might as well be the Cheech and Chong groupies. I mean, at the time we fucking almost get started, I see 3 rolls just lighting up, and then next thing you know, we're just here. I'm here sitting here holding my dick, like I don't know what to do.
Wait, your camera.
Do I smoke it? No, that's not how you do that.
I'm genuinely concerned about what he goes offline.
And he goes off. He goes off the camera. He goes off the camera.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he said football or sports wasn't porn, so.
Yeah, what football teams are playing tonight, Shanudi?
Cardinals and Seahawks.
Which one are you
kind of watch?
Yeah.
All right, Cardinals and Seahawks too. The Electric Boogaloo.
Oh God.
It is number 2. It's the second time they played each other, so there you go.
I hate how that got taken over by some assholes, and now it's like it. I say it for It's Always Sunny, and people and like it's taken in different contexts.
Right?
That's some stupid shit. That's what all those like Boogaloo boys. We're not gonna get into this bullshit right now. I can't even get into this bullshit.
Not have time to
We're gonna talk about Russia tonight too, as well. We should not get into this.
Right,
we shouldn't
let's just get into it. Let's get into the brass tacks of this show, aka hockey. We keep looking at these jerseys. People think they like them. People don't like them. We talked about them earlier. Now more jerseys have come out. Jeff, you have said you liked a certain jersey, the Yokes.
No,
I said you liked it.
I'll say happy birthday, Patrick Kane.
Oh, he raped somebody.
No, I think he's thinking of Roethlisberger.
No, they both did. That's not the right
stop
stuff.
everyone in their tracks right now.
These hot takes.
Yesterday was Danny DeVito's birthday.
Yes, it was.
Happy birthday, Danny DeVito. Happy birthday, Danny DeVito, the Warthog.
Literally, I hope
Best
you all
penguin
know when your birthdays come up again, you're all getting a life-size thing of Danny DeVito, and it's really not that big because it's life-size. So Good luck.
Good luck.
Wait,
That's how you
so
scare
we
some people,
really-
though.
Are we really going to talk about the jerseys again?
No, we can talk about something else. I thought we were talking about the jerseys because I thought somebody said they liked them. Somebody said they liked one of the jerseys.
This has become
I-
a jersey review podcast officially. Shanu,
This
Right?
has
go.
become
Man,
This is-
the next big thing is one of these players is going to change their number, and we can spend an episode talking about that.
one thing I do know for sure, and I will talk your ears about this, is the pay between rookies in the NFL, NBA, and NHL. But do you guys think is that warranted that the NHL players do not make as much money as the NFL and NBA players? Due to and anybody can jump in now. This is not fucking Ferris Bueller's days off. I'm just saying, when you look at brass tacks of money, NBA rookies make way more money than NHL rookies. I understand that it's marketing dollars, it's TV dollars, it's all that shit. But what is going on? Zach, you rose your hand.
Dead air.
Will you cut the chair? Will you stop with the chair?
I'm gonna go get some crackers real quick.
Suck on some lemon.
We're going
I
to
don't
talk about
know.
the big T today.
Talking about the big T. All right.
No,
All
but
right. So, as far as pay for rookies, I think that I don't fucking know. These guys are making a lot of money. They're 19 years old. They should be happy with what they have. Plain and simple. And when they start landing big contracts in 2-3 years, that should be when their payday is.
nice. Jeff.
I mean, they're never going to make as much as those other leagues. The NFL brings in more money than the other, like everyone else. They get paid the most. I mean, it makes sense. It just sucks, yeah. I mean, with the max contract for anyone in the NHL, doesn't come anywhere near like Mahomes' money or anyone in the NFL. I mean, it's ridiculous though compared to basketball because your body's more on the line in hockey than basketball.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
people
Where's
like
the-
basketball more, I guess. I don't know. I always thought it was an even split from people who watch football. Season ends, you have half the people go watch hockey, half of them go watch basketball, and then you guys who don't care about football, so you're always just hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I think it's fucking. What are you gonna say, Mike? Mike, go for it there.
No, I was just gonna rebuttal to what Jeff was saying. Like a lot of people, when football ends, for at least me, I do like NBA and I do like NHL, but they stagger the games well enough where you can watch both.
I think it's fucking bull. It's bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. You know why? I'm coming with a hot take here, a shooty hot take style.
Hot take. Let's go.
Hockey players put their body on the line more than these fucking NFL players. NBA is a joke. Put that out there. It's soccer. It's same bullshit. They'd be jumping around. It's fucking bullshit. You gonna pull a hamstring? Get out of here with that. Whoa. I was looking up shit earlier today. It was the 50 worst hockey injuries. This dude broke his ankle in the third period of the Stanley Cup final. He broke his ankle and he came back in the overtime and scored the goal to win the game. Holy shit. Can you imagine if a basketball player or a football player or a soccer player or a MLB player broke their ankle? They'd be done. They'd be out. That's game over. This guy came back and he fucking scored the game-winning goal. That's besides the point. It's a story, whatever. I think these rookies need to get paid not by advertising dollars, but by the body they put on the line. The fucking gladiator style they go into this. Like, you can't be paying. Well, hold on. Gotta back this up a little bit. You can't be paying for advertising dollars, but you gotta be paying per the athlete or person who is participating in the game that you're watching. It's not about the advertisers. Who watches the ads these days? Who watches the commercials? Yeah, for the Super Bowl, you watch the fun ones, the cool ones. Oh, you get the guys doing the stuff and it's hilarious, whatever. But you're not there for that. You watch the game too. And you know what? If there was no commercials, everyone would be happier as well, right? I mean, no commercials in TV or games, I'd be so happy. So I think those rookies, they need to get paid higher than the people who get paid just because they get better advertising and they get more money because of capitalism.
But where's that money coming from then? Because where's that money coming from to pay these rookies? Like,
money is all bullshit to begin with, anyways.
Right? Yes, it's made up stuff that we all agree means something.
Yeah. Owners. I mean, and if you, it's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it because you got that hot take was for figments of what would be nice, but it's not going to happen because everyone is paid by advertisers. So that's just life.
You know what's funny about this whole thing? What I don't understand, what I really do not understand with some of these advertising people, how cool would it be to have just dudes fighting in your advertisements? Like, that's it. That's what you do. Like, you have boxers fucking doing beer commercials. Literally, all I want to see is somebody cross-check somebody and say, that was brought to you by your mom's anus. Boom. And Coors Light.
Are you having a weird night, Shanuti?
I'm having a great night. You know what I just ate?
Would you try?
You know what I just ate? That's why I'm in a good mood. I just ate 30 wings and 18-ounce ribeye. I'm about to fucking die. Thanks, Outback Steakhouse.
You say 30 wings?
Yeah, boy.
Light night for you, man. Only 30?
Wait, yeah, light night. That's where the 18 ounces come in.
You said an 18-ounce ribeye and then 30 wings, right? That is an insane amount of food. I'm trying to figure out how many ounces a wing is, per wing, and then see how many ounces of food you ate.
Half ounce per wing. That would be my estimate.
Let's see here. An average. This is uncooked though. 3.5 ounces.
Wing wise?
Is per one wing. Yeah. Around that. About 3. Yeah. So a small wing is about 3 ounces.
All right.
So you ate a lot of ounces of food there.
Hey, you know what? It's all gonna come out eventually.
It all comes out the same, right? It all comes out the same for everyone too.
Well,
it all comes out the same.
Some of those bones, though, it may not come out right.
Well, that's when you have to go to the vet because you say my dog ate the chicken bones and they were cooked chicken bones.
I take it this is something that's happened to you guys a bunch.
No, never happened. No.
No, my dog.
But actually,
my mom treats those dogs like royalty. So
that's why eating, like some chicken wings or something better than dog food.
We were watching something. I learned you can give dogs uncooked chicken bones, but you can't give them cooked, right? Yeah. Yep. I think we were watching Love After Locked Up. Have you guys seen that? Love After Lockup. This is straying way from hockey. This is not good, but
watch that show.
Oh, it's hilarious, man! These people are insane. This is way from hockey. Let's get back.
All right, yo, short. Hold on, I'm jumping in. Eric, so you were talking about brutal hockey injuries. Do you remember Eric Bélanger, the Washington Capitals in the early aughts, pulling his teeth out on the bench and getting back on the ice?
Definitely. Oh yeah, there's a few players who I've seen do that since then, but he pulled them out.
I mean, it's not the same thing, but I mean, look at Duncan Keith when he took that puck to the face, lost like 7 teeth or whatever, goes to the locker room, gets all taped up back there to continue to finish out the rest of the game. I mean, hockey players are a different breed. I'm with you on that because even in one of the football games last week, I think it was Miles Jack. He goes and he gets hit and he does a huge flop like it's basketball or soccer. And I mean, yeah, the hockey players take it. Who was it? Was it Zednik who took the skate to the throat?
Richard Zednik took a skate to the throat. Yeah.
I know there's at least one goalie who's had that happen to him. I mean, that's the thing. An average hockey injury versus some of these other sports injuries, it's so much more gruesome.
Oh, definitely. I just watched the
funny thing. Like, wouldn't you think they would have something at least put in place so they wouldn't taking a skate to a goddamn fucking neck?
They get all their medical stuff taken care of for sure. I would imagine as long as because I mean, isn't that that's kind of been my thought process and why some players don't actually retire, especially the ones who get hurt and their career ends. Like that way they're still a part of the NHLPA or the NFLPA or whatever, so they can get their medical stuff taken care of for as long as possible.
Right.
So is that person you hear and you're like, he hasn't played in like 5 years. How is he still like, he's just retiring now? Like,
Yep.
He was just using it for rehab. And kudos to them because,
They
there's not,
should be getting the help they need.
For hockey, which for all these sports, there needs to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just watched the
baseball where you don't.
we went over all that crap.
Mhm.
The Bélanger, I just watched the clip though, and he stops the trainer and has him pull away the like towel and then pulls out teeth and gives it to him and takes the towel back, which is like, whew, that's gotta be some fun stuff. I would hope so. He took a stick to the mouth too, which is pretty crazy. Like that's gotta suck. I took
They got knocked out in the hockey game.
Definitely, I would definitely keep them. Yeah,
Man,
maybe some sort of good luck. Maybe something like that. Speaking of people getting like fucked up in hockey games, we'll start off here. Did everyone watch the Russian 5?
Did
Jeffrey?
I watch the Russian 5?
Nope.
Well, why are you calling me out on this?
Did you?
I watched it.
I watched it.
Definitely, man.
All right,
Jeff's the
Hold on,
guy
hold
who
on, hold on.
Can you believe how many
Hold on,
Russians
Get
were
a
in that movie?
synopsis.
he's like it's about 5 Russians.
It's about, Sputnik. Now that
There it is.
hockey
Yeah.
in Russia. Once they got that technology from space that Sputnik picked up, they were able to make these superstar players, and they were giving them steroids and stuff, and they were running while the American team was trying to train in the snow to face them. And then
This is not Snow
then-
Dogs.
then they the Russian guy killed the American guy's trainer or best friend, and so they had to go to Russia to avenge him. Or wait, is it not Rocky, right?
Is that Rocky? Yeah, it's like Rocky 2.
Rocky.
He just mixed 3 movies
Rocky
together.
one.
I swear he mixed Rocky, Snow Dogs, Miracle, and fucking Taken.
I don't know if I got Taken in there, but
Yeah, you said something about avenging something, so I figured Taken would be in there somewhere.
I mean, if you're just saying any movie that has avenging something, it's a lot
No,
of
but
movies.
you travel to Eastern Europe. You're good.
You guys ever seen those Avenger movies?
Yeah, with avenging.
Did I watch those Avengers movies? What do I look like? Queer?
I don't watch
Whoa.
superhero movies.
Yeah, you're here, man. None of them.
And back to some real superheroes on the ice. The
Were they
Russian
superheroes?
5. I would say the Russians. Oh yeah, I would say so.
Let me tell you something about the Russians. Why are you making a video or a documentary on these 5 douchebags?
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there, actually, Mike, because
Yeah.
hold on. I have this written down here. Hold on. Where is it? It took
You're
5
calling
Russians.
Sergei Fedorov a douchebag. I take offense to that, Michael Shanuti.
Listen,
It
You
took-
as
they
a Washington
lost.
Guys were
Capitals
Red
fan,
Wings.
remember when
Your
he
favorite
scored on the New York Rangers in the first round of the playoffs in Game 5, and this must have been like 12 years ago, and lit them up, and we advanced, and then we got the shit beat out of us by Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
But that's normal.
Exactly.
But either way, Sergei Fedorov was a legend.
Amazing.
Did you see those fucking skates?
Those Nike skates? Ooh. But it took 5 Russians to win a Canadian trophy for an American team.
In
Oh,
fucking
this is about
Detroit, of all
Detroit's
places.
team.
Yes, Jeff, this is about the Russians on Detroit. Yeah, back in the 90s when they... Yeah.
The reason
I guess
why
you
call them-
didn't do the reading, Jeff.
But there was that movie we watched when we were doing all the movies that was about the players in Russia, and then there's them breaking through into the NHL. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
assuming
did the
affecting-
Red Army. Now we're doing the Russian 5.
I feel like
Two
I
separate
watched.
movies.
I don't know. There's a lot of movies about Russians, and I mean, who cares?
Well, I mean, it is
We're not
hockey.
friends with them anymore.
It'd be weird that there wouldn't be a lot of videos on these motherfuckers. But
There's
Listen.
not a bunch of ones on the Canadians.
That's what you think. You think
Where's
that.
the Yager movie? I want the Yager story.
I want
Oh.
to know.
Yo, guys, we should make the Auger story.
And
He'll
then
give you the
just
full
end with
story.
him actually still playing hockey, where it just goes to the Because
It just turns into a team.
Hold on.
We'll just have him
Little-
dying on the ice because that's the way it's gonna end for him.
That's how he wants to die. That's
Yeah.
how he wants to die.
We
Little
should-
known fact about me and my brother, guys. We have seen Yager buck ass naked.
In the locker room of the Washington Capitals. It was in the locker room. We went to the locker room. It was because I was sick. We went down there, and like Telly Owens just let us go down there. That's why we saw him naked. It was not in a weird way, not in a very nice way or nothing like that. No, it was just.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the coach at Penn State who was naked in the locker room there?
Sandusky. Penn
Very,
State.
very, very glad that it wasn't in a very nice way. Thank you for
Clearing that up. Like you said, disclaimers. It's all about disclaimers.
It's all about disclaimers here on the show. Because here's a disclaimer: fuck those 5 Russians. I just said it again. What are you guys gonna do about it? Fuck you. You know why I'm saying this? Because the Red Wings should have one shit. Because Detroit is shit. The whole city is shit. These 5 Russians come in and make it a fucking goddamn League of Champions over there, winning a cup that should be part of the fabric of our.
2 cups.
Well, no, I see what he's saying though, because like the first cup they beat Philly to win it, right?
Yes, I know that one
Yes.
is just.
They beat Philly,
That's
so that's the fabric of America. That is Philadelphia,
What is
the
better
Liberty
than
Bell.
watching Philly
Philadelphia and
scumbags lose?
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, they did beat Philly and
You
DC.
guys are-
Wow.
It's a swamp.
Shanuti, though, I mean, I think you have a conspiracy going here, man.
Here's my conspiracy. There's chicken wings in my teeth.
You know
That's
the
a
word
fact.
conspiracy
That's a
means.
fucking fact.
My point is, were these 5 like Russians probably the best like group of talent that we've seen ever?
I don't know about ever. At that point in time, they were the hottest players on the ice, though. Those 5 players, 3 average players, 2 relatively above average players, equaled a unit that could destroy anything that was on the ice. You
That's
had
As a unit, would you take those 5? Like if you put those 5 on the ice with any other 5, could they beat them?
the Washington Capitals tried to recreate it with Alexander Ovechkin, Sergei Fedorov, and not Slava, and Slava Kozlov when they had their young guns period, and it was a beautiful thing to watch. Russian hockey is a different monster altogether. They don't play it the way North Americans do. They play a weird kind of like almost soccer style game where there's a lot of regroups, there's a lot of bringing things back and then moving forward as a unit, and if it doesn't work out then you go back and try it again. It's a weird puck possession game that the NHL can benefit from seeing more of at this point in time.
Yeah, but you don't think there's some adaptation of that with like now on the power play you see everyone do the fucking boomerang shit? Like I feel like that'd be a more like Russian type of technique, like you said, because it's about puck control instead of just was dump and chase and all that other stuff. Like I don't know. There's definitely some Russian stuff that's gotten into the game just with the amount of Russian players they're in the league. Like
No,
I
I'm
definitely
not
think there's-
disagreeing with you either. Like,
Yeah.
go Shorty.
I was gonna say, yeah, like I totally agree. Like there's definitely some like Russian like influences in the league now, but just watching those 5 guys play together and the way that they could like communicate and just they all could think ahead of each other, so they knew what was gonna be happening. And like Zach was saying, it was a puck possession game. I can't remember which one was said though in the documentary, but they were like, we got the puck from you and it took us like this much strength and energy to get the puck from you. Why are we going to dump and chase it and give it back to you? Potentially, if we have it, we're keeping it. And like you see that, I bring up the Caps all the time, but you see with the Caps, Kuznetsov does all the time. He'll go deep in the zone and he'll circle all the way out and come out of the zone. And it's like one of those things where the NHL in the North American and Canadian hockey, you don't see it as much where they, like Zach said, they do the regroup and they come back into their own zone and they move forward and they come back, they move forward, they come back, and then finally they come in and then they attack and they get that goal or they get that good chance. You do see it some teams doing now, like you said, Jeff, with the power play with the slingshot and stuff like that, trying to get the regroup, but these 5 guys were doing it 5-on-5 all the time, and they were showing up the best teams. Like Gretzky even was like, "Holy shit! Like these Russians know what they're doing." It's just because they play a different game, and I feel like the NHL could benefit a lot from that. It wasn't as aggressive and physical game, but it was more smooth and more delicate, and like they really like some of those passes those guys made. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like. How those go through, and how do they go through, and that person knew to shoot it and get a goal? Like it's
Because in
fucking
Soviet
Russians.
Because he
hockey,
did the one-time action.
Hey guys, I'm gonna break it right here and say I know this is fucking up the vibe of the podcast, but at the same time, we need to debate Olympic size ranks versus NHL size ranks, not only on the size of the rink and the hockey played on it, but of the ice resurfacing capabilities and what you have to do to maintain those 2 rinks at some point in the near future.
except future.
I'm going with NHL.
He's got a Zamboni agenda behind him.
This is the Zamboni. This is
surfacing
the
machine,
Zamboni
man.
part of the show.
I don't care what it is.
We're
It's
not
not a
sponsored
Zamboni.
by Zamboni or Olympia. Ice resurfacing machine.
Mike, say it. We're sponsored by Zamboni.
No, we're actually sponsored by
Olympias. Fuck you, Zambonis.
Yeah.
whatever was used in the Austin Powers movies.
What?
Zambo-
You know, I thought I drove this podcast off the rails with that last comment, but Shanuti, you topped me. Good job.
Congratulations, you won that one, man.
That was good. That was good.
Number 1.
I think you're thinking of the Love Guru, probably.
Guys.
The best movie of all time.
It's very nice.
La, 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 la.
Wow.
La, 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 la. You'll never get this. La, 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 la.
Oh god.
I swear, I hope my employer doesn't see this. Oh man, no. We really need hockey back. That's what we need. We need hockey back.
I think everyone should watch this documentary though. It's on Prime right now. It's called The Russian Five. It's very interesting. They talk about how the Russians had a defect from Russia to America to play in the NHL.
Slava
I like
Fetisov and Igor Larionov both fucking cry, and I think Sergei Fedorov too. So
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You have
Jeff
three strong
Daniels is in
steely-
it.
oh yeah, Makes
Jeff
an
Daniels is
appearance.
in it.
Hey,
Alex
A-lister.
Trebek's in it.
No.
Vladimir
Next.
Putin's in it.
Stop. Yeah, maybe.
You can see him beating the Russian team in one of the scenes. It's crazy. It's just him versus the whole Russian team.
Jay,
And
Jeff,
I think
maybe
from like
Jeff probably saw it.
96-0.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
And then when
Jeff
he
Vladimir-
went to like celebrate, he tripped over the rug.
No, but you guys definitely. I mean, Red Falcon definitely said the best to watch premium hockey on probably one of the best teams we have seen in our generation. You guys need to see it. It's kind of like watching the Miracle on Ice for our parents. Like they remember seeing that shit. So it's like we remember seeing those guys just dominate and dominate and dominate.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and the
know what else?
documentary has like a lot of good info about like I said like Fedorov and like shit I had no idea happened, like all these crazy games and how they brought him over and everything, and like I have twice here in my notes is that Don Cherry sucks and he sucked forever,
Yeah,
so I
Don
just want to make a
Cherry's
point of that because like Don Terry he's just a terrible person, so
What
and he's a
fuck?
flip flopper.
Well,
He's
how
a
do you
flip
go-
flopper, so
Listen,
Great
if we can
coach,
go one
Nazi
show,
dresser.
I want to go
Terrible
one show
person.
not bringing up that cocksucker's name, but we can't because he's a
We
fucking
can't.
cocksucker.
What do you
We
mean?
have to
This
let
is
him-
the
he's
first
gotta
show
know.
we've brought up his name in a while. Like,
What do you mean? We just played a game on quotes with
Don
Don
That was
Cherry
Doc.
not one of the people, man.
Doc.
it was
Yeah, that
Doc
was
Emmerich.
Doc.
Doc Emmerich. Maybe,
Wow.
but didn't
They
you
are
win that
very
last game, Mike?
different
Who won that last game?
I won
You would
that
not-
last game. God damn it!
Okay, I have so many notes here. I can't tell anymore.
But
Yeah,
I
you
won
did,
the
Zach,
first
yeah.
question of
There's
today.
hockey going on right now in Russia. KHL is in season right now. College hockey
You're-
started. a week
Listen,
or two
why
ago
am I
now.
not surprised
Yeah,
you're
hockey
watching the
back.
KHL? You loser. You loser.
You
Why am I
loser.
not surprised you're watching the KHL? You loser.
Because some of us want hockey back and there's actual hockey back.
I
Like,
mean, when real hockey comes
and
back,
the
come
Q's
here hard.
started up too. And it's been nice. I found myself a French feast learning while watching hockey.
Christ.
1 second. I'll be right back. You guys were supposed to keep going. You weren't supposed to stop when I said
mean,
1 second.
You stopped it
You
with
made
the
it seem
crushing
like
of
you
the
wanted to say something. You're like, excuse me, sir.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Trying to get the waiter's
hot
attention.
soup coming through.
Excuse me.
Hot
I tied the waiter's shoes together.
Can we get an extended introduction to Red Falcon's game corner right now?
Okay, we got it. This episode of Five Holders, with this part of the show being the Red Falcons game corner, is a tribute to our old friend Alex Trebek, who died recently due to patriotic cancer.
Did you say patriotic cancer?
Yeah, it's when you're too patriotic and you got cancer.
Isn't he Canadian?
He is Canadian. Yes.
Oh, shit.
He was Canadian. Let's put
Alex
that out there
Trebek.
properly.
He is. His spirit's still out.
I think you're always Canadian.
No. He got too
Even
American.
in
I
death.
said he got
Like-
cancer.
If you're American, you can make someone American after they die. It's like being Mormon. Like
What?
Joan of Arc is Mormon.
I know that's not real because that definitely didn't happen to my uncle.
You became a Mormon when
You
you
have a
died.
Mormon uncle?
Nah, but wouldn't that be funny?
That would be funny.
Wouldn't that be funny? Me having a Mormon uncle. Anyway, in this part of the show, it's our favorite part: the Red Falcons game card. Do 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 do.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate the intro as
Thanks,
always.
Alex Trebek, you Canadian fuck. That died of
I love it.
patriotic cancer. Continue.
Yeah. And, yes, R.I.P. Alex Trebek there. One of the greats in the game show world. Along with,
Greatest,
How
man.
did Bob Barker outlive this guy?
Because Bob Barker fought more than Trebek. Trebek just has rivalry with Sean Connery.
Bob Barker is a Bruins fan. I don't know.
Bob Barker is also a guy who beat the fuck out of Happy Gilmore.
I don't
Happy
know,
Gilmore.
man. You think he's a Bruins fan because he's beating up a guy in a Bruins?
Yeah,
shirt?
I guess
And, like,
I just I yeah.
I think you had
shows
enough.
that at some point.
I
during
just-
the
Right
Bruins
and
game.
wrong, Bobby.
I think I just associated them together, so I was like, he's a Bruins fan, but yeah, maybe he's not. Maybe he just doesn't even like hockey at all.
No, I
He-
think Bob Barker's he would be a Rangers fan.
I
I feel like he's a Rangers fan.
I don't
No,
know.
no.
Adam Sandler's a Rangers fan, though.
Is
Yeah, I mean, a lot of celebrities are either Rangers or Kings fans. It seems like
it? Dude,
Yo,
fucking
do
Snoop
you
Dogg is
guys
a
think
Kings
we can
fan.
get Adam
apparently.
Sandler on the show?
Snoop Dogg's a fan of like every fucking team. You've seen him in almost every jersey. Come on, like there's a picture of him wearing a Dressler Canadian football jersey. Like he just loves jerseys.
My man is a Jersey guy. Can't lie, yeah.
He is. He really is. Yeah, it's hard to find. Yeah.
The only one that he seems to stick with is the Steelers.
Yeah, he loves
'Cause
the
I've seen him
Steelers.
in like Ducks jerseys and yeah, like we said, everything.
Everybody's a Steelers fan. I feel like everybody somewhat is a Steelers fan. Either that or you hate.
No. Fuck
That's not
you.
true
Fuck
at all.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's
First
so
of all,
yeah,
Zach,
come here,
you
come
hate
here. We'll kill you.
Zach,
With our
you do not hate the
620
Steelers.
deaths
You hate the
served.
Penguins. That doesn't make
I
sense.
hate Pittsburgh.
Have you been?
Pittsburgh is a horrible place.
It's a
No,
great
it's okay.
city, man. Dude, Pittsburgh's
Jeff.
a lot better than it was when we were younger.
Yeah,
Like,
explain
Pittsburgh
how-
is not
10 times
changing
that.
your
My
life
whole
for
joke,
them.
like before I
The
moved out,
people you
promise.
can fucking Pittsburgh
The
with no
reason-
teeth.
the reason you saw Pittsburgh fans everywhere else, like, because even going to Caps Pens game, there were quite a few Pens fans there, is because the city was such a shithole that everyone would leave. But
It's still a shithole.
it's nice, man.
Jeff,
How are your
Jeff, I
How are
want
your
you-
roads
I
laid
want you
out?
to be king of the shithole.
How are your
Don't get me wrong.
roads
They're not
laid
laid
out?
out like a pentagram.
What do you mean how they're
That's
laid out? They're laid out. What are you talking about?
No, they're stupid and insane. If you look at Pittsburgh
Yeah,
as a
You're saying that the road here are stupid and insane. Well, you guys
I
are
will
near
not
the
tolerate-
pentagram
I will not
DC,
tolerate
like,
the slander.
I don't live in
Summit.
DC, dog. Dog, I don't
Yeah,
live in
you're right.
DC.
You
I do
live
not
in,
tolerate the
shut up,
slander.
you
better
fucking
capital
hipster.
there.
I live in Richmond.
Yeah, competitive
Hipster.
capital.
Which what? All right.
Hipster.
Oh God, here we go. Anyways,
Yeah,
this is my
man.
corner.
Hipster.
You all shut the fuck up. This is my corner.
Got your
Shut the
man
fuck
bun
up.
today?
You all started with the slander against Pittsburgh.
All right,
Yeah,
You can
man.
slander on
Thank you,
one part
Mike.
of Pittsburgh.
Mu-
This is
much
why you're
better
the
city.
showrunner, Mike, because you get them in line. I like it. This is like if the guy who did the announcing came over and just smacked the shit out of Drew Carey. He was like, "Shut the fuck up" on Whose Line. Or, I guess those two ladies did it. I guess, yeah. So
On the
They
Price
were
is
allowed
Right.
to. He found sexual joy with that.
Whose Line is it anyways?
Great show.
When are they going to bring that show back?
They
They already
did,
did.
and
They
it's
tried
long
it.
gone. It's gone
Don't
again.
bring
Yeah, it
it
was
back
terrible.
yet. Man, look
Oh.
how
They had that. They had that one woman who was the voice of. She was the voice of some famous like cartoon, and
Darth
she
Vader.
like sucked. Huh?
Darth Vader.
Yes.
Close. I give that a 2 points there, Jeff.
Give
Alright.
you no points.
Not. Anyways, so we're gonna have some games, guys, based around the topic that Jeff didn't watch: the U.S. versus Russian, the Ruskies versus the Yankees.
Never.
But it doesn't
gonna
even.
figure
No, it doesn't matter because it has nothing to do with the movies, anyways. So what we're gonna talk about here is the active players in the NHL. So players who are currently playing in the NHL, as well as all-time players in the NHL. So I hope you guys.
Alright.
So you guys get that? Does it make sense?
So we're
Yeah.
guessing
Yeah.
if they're active or if they're retired.
Well, no. We're gonna do a few different things here. We're gonna start. We're gonna have 3 questions, and then we're gonna have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 question other round of different things. We'll start with 3 here, and
When's the obstacle course?
I hope you've already completed it, Jeff. Do you have your times to submit? Because Zach and
No.
Shinuti submitted their times already.
Well, you guys are overachievers. And that means I have less time because I have 0, and you guys have some larger numbers than 0. So, victory by default.
That's you know what that is? That's working smarter, not working harder, Jeff. I like that. I like that a lot. We're getting
Jeff's
some
a
first
liar.
questions here, though. So you pick
Eric, you're breaking
And
up.
you're the frozen one
the
this
U.S.
week.
or Russian.
God damn it.
You guys all frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Free? You guys got-
No, it's fine now.
No, it's not. There we go. Now you just look like you're in Tron. Okay,
You guys-
good.
Am I
You
good?
still can't
It's
hear
Now
still
you-
frozen.
Say something.
Oh my
It's getting
gosh.
better.
No, you're good.
Hello?
You're good. You're
You
good.
guys hear me?
You're good.
We're
You're
good. We're good. All right. How about that shit? Yeah. So we'll start with the first question. If you guys can you hear me? Am I live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Jeff gone now?
Yeah, but I
Fuck
think that's
yeah.
just on his own.
All right. Well,
I'm looking up the answer.
first question. So like, yeah, I bet you guys either pick USA or Russia. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alright.
Who has more active players in the NHL currently? US or Russia?
U.S.
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 Pornhub.
You are all right. Yes, it is US, of course. Yeah, yes. So no, who has more active all time, like in the whole history of the NHL? Who has more active players, US or Russia?
Russia.
USA.
It is US. Like,
Boom.
They weren't allowed to play in the U.S. for the longest time. or
How's
the
it gonna
NHL for
go?
the longest time.
we
I
that
forgot
2
about
questions,
race
quick,
laws.
fire,
I
boom,
think
boom,
they
boom.
mentioned that in the movie, Shanuti.
My bad. They said something about race wars.
Perfect. Now this was one I thought was interesting. So who has more which is a higher number basically? Who has more players? Current active US players or all-time Russian players?
Oh.
Current active U.S.
All-time Russian.
Damn, that's a hard one. I'm gonna go with current U.S.
It
Come
was
on.
actually we're gonna have US with 254 players currently active in the NHL, and in Russia, all time overall they have had 257 active players in the
Oh,
NHL.
boom, bitches.
Yeah, so So Zach wins that one because Russia has had more active players in the NHL
What a
total,
fuck?
but currently, isn't that crazy? So
that's pretty low.
right. So right now, NHL has the USA has 254 current players in the NHL. Russia has 50. All time, America has had 1,000, and Russia has had.
Is Canada the one that has the most all time?
Yeah, Canada has so many goddamn players. It's insane. I didn't have how many Russia has total because I wrote on this. Oh wait, no, it's 257 total. So yeah, America has. And I thought it was weird that Russia has exactly 50 current NHL players, and America all time has had 1,000 NHL players. And this is all from quanthockey.com or Quant, yeah, QUANT hockey.com. So after those rapid. It is subdivision, yeah, exactly. A subdivision. So scores now we have those three. Those are the rapid fire questions I had for y'all. Zach with 3, Jeff, you had 2, Shanuti, you got 1 there.
Damn it.
These next questions are going to stick with the same topic. We're going to have you pick U.S. or Russia, and it's going to be which country has more players in the top 10, top 11, top 30. I had to mix them up because some players weren't in the top percentages. So we're just going to do the main stats that we usually see. So the first question is going to be who has more players, and this is all current active people. This is all current active players in the NHL. Active players in the NHL. Yes.
Okay.
As of when?
So,
3 years ago.
No. This has this is all current active players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone who's sticking their hands next year.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
So we're gonna have we're gonna do just do regular stats. So the first one is gonna be who has more players in the top 10 for goals, Russia or US?
These are gonna be tough.
Russia. I'm going Russia.
I'm gonna go US.
It's players, not goals, right?
It's we have players who are in the top 10 of goals of current active players.
If you added up the goals, you're not doing that, right?
No.
Because then it probably would be Russia with how many goals.
It's just by player. So it's
USA.
yeah. And Jeff, Shinuri, you say Russia?
Yeah.
It is actually Russia. Russia has 3 players in the top 10 compared to America.
So
America has 2. America has 2. So
is it
Ovi?
Not. Malkin's not up there, right?
Malkin's in there, yep.
And
think about the oldie.
Yeah, that's something. Kovalchuk.
Yep. So you have Ovechkin at first, Kovalchuk at 4th, and Malkin at 8th, and then you have Patrick Kane at 9th and Parise at 10th for the U.S.
Man, I don't feel like Parise scored in years.
Wait, guys, has Kovalchuk signed anywhere yet?
No, he's a free agent.
God damn it! He's gonna end up back in DC, isn't he?
Hey, that's
probably he couldn't leave.
It'd be interesting to see him play there. He's quarantined. No, I think he went back to he has some house in somewhere where he's been. I feel like
the White House.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, Jeff and Shanuti, you got a point there. We got a 3 with Zach, 3 with Jeff, and 2 with Shanuti. Going to the next one. So this is going to be. I couldn't do top 10 because I didn't include top 10. It wouldn't have a spread. Top 11 assists. Who has more, U.S. or Russia? Top 11 active players.
Russia.
West?
What you need?
I said U.S.
Jeffrey?
U.S.
Guys, there's a flipperoni there. It is Russia. You have Russia has 2. U.S. has 1. It's the same people. You have Ovechkin, and you have Malkin.
That's crazy.
And then you have
Ovechkin's up there.
right, and then you have Kane for the U.S. Let me see here.
I would think Ovechkin would be lower than Backstrom just in general in assists.
Yeah, we aren't taking Swedes into account.
But it's not. It's just.
Jeff.
It's only
Yeah.
Russians.
But
Yeah.
you're saying the top 11 players, so he could be, higher up than Ovechkin on that list.
Oh yeah, he definitely could be, but he's not. Yeah. Backstrom is
no.
actually going to be. Backstrom will be 4th on that list.
And Ovechkin's what on that list?
He's 11th. He's the last one that I counted there. So I had to include him because Malkin is 5th and Ovechkin's 11th, and then there's just a shit ton of Canadians.
Who's
We have
Is it Parisi
We have
or is it
Thornton is 1st, Crosby 2nd, Getzlaf 3rd, and then we have Marlowe's 7th, and then Spiza is 9th. But is Spiza even playing right now?
Sure.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no, he's out there.
He's
on
somewhere.
Detroit.
Jeff, you wild
He's-
man.
he's-
on Detroit.
He's active somewhere there. Yeah, he is on Detroit, I think. Yeah. We'll move on to points here, though. This is top 10 points, though. So top 10 players in the NHL who has more, Russia or U.S.? Who you guys got?
U.S.
He's on the Maple Leafs.
Russia. Good old mother Russia.
Jeff, what do you think here?
Points, I'll go with Russia.
So points, Russia, 2. U.S., points, 1. It's
God damn.
literally the same thing. Russia is Ovechkin and Malkin, and points is Kane.
Can we debate parity in hockey at this point in time?
Evander Kane, though, right?
Yeah, Evander. No, yeah.
So is he Canadian?
Petrok Kane. But
Chuck?
this is when we get into the fun stuff here because like points and goals and
Plus
assists you
minus.
can all like.
Come on, the best stat.
Oh no, I'm saving plus minus for the end actually. Penalty minutes, boys, penalty minutes, and we're moving up here because I had to get like a wider range. So it's top 30, the top 30 players in the
Ooh.
NHL who are active players. Who has more players with the most penalty minutes? Is it U.S. or Russia?
Russia.
Hold on. Zach, what do you say there?
Russia, baby. Dmitry Orlov is in there.
I'm going to say Russia.
Fuck you, Michael.
U.S. 25 minutes. Regular penalties are 2.
So the top 30 people in penalty minutes, we have Russia with 2, and we have U.S. with
5.
3.
God damn it.
For U.S., we have Backus, and he's number 4th. We have Foligno, and he's number 23rd. And then we have, I guess, Justin Brown. I think it's Justin Brown with 27th. And then for Russia, we have Malkin with he's in 9th, and Ovi's in 25th.
That's crazy.
Ovi's in 25th.
It's going to be Malkin in there. I mean,
Malkin's
I gotta
dirty,
feel like
man.
Ovechkin was in there.
And
Because
so-
Ovechkin will fight too and like stick up for teammates.
You guys want to do a bonus point here?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Nah.
So, fuck you, Jeff. Can you guys guess how many Canadians are in the top 30?
22.
How many people did you just give us? You said 5 in total, right? 3.
5, yeah,
How many,
5,
how
yeah.
many Canadians? How many?
How many
25.
Canadians in the top 30?
I'm going to go 12.
25.
Zach, you're right. Well, you're not right. You're
I'm
closest.
right.
You're closest. It's 20. There's 23 Canadians in the top
Only
30.
Yo, do
It's-
I get a point for that?
You do get a bonus point.
What'd you guess, Zach?
Boom.
He guessed 22.
Yeah, fuck you two.
And I guess 25.
25. Yeah, so Zach's closer, though.
Oh, it's 23.
Boom.
23. Yeah, 23. There's 23 Canadians in the top 30 for penalty
What's
minutes.
the other 2? What country are the other 2 from then?
Oh, I have no
Where's
idea. I
Tom
didn't look at
Wilson?
that. He's American, isn't he? No, he's Canadian. I don't know.
Czechoslovakia.
He's Czech?
Let me see
Damn.
here. I don't know.
Is Yager in there? That's the real question.
Yager's
see.
always in
All
there.
right.
He's too lazy.
Active NHL player. Well, you have number one is Chara, and he's like Czech Republic or something.
Right. Piece of shit.
So you have that, and then you have Rozalov,
Yeah.
Antonio, and he's French, I
Rozalov.
believe.
He's rich.
Yeah, Rozalov. He's French. And then that's it, I believe. Yeah, the rest it's just a shit ton of Canadians, Americans, and then
It's Tom
Dustin
Wilson.
Brown. Dustin Brown is on there. Tom Wilson. I don't see him
Not
on
even
there.
good enough to make this list. You guys a loser.
I mean, oh no, Tom Wilson's 7th. He's right behind
Good for
Wade
Tom
Simmons.
Wilson. You
The
know,
Canadian-
that's an accomplishment.
The Canadian train starts at number 10, and it goes Matthew Martin, Evander Kane, Ryan Reeves, Getzlaf, Clifford, Stahl, Subban, Cassian, Williams, Marchand, Ronaldo, Stewart, and Giordano. And that ends at number 22. That's a whole Canadian train of 12 players.
Oh, be careful when we say Canadian train. We don't want
That's
to.
like
We are
stupid.
sponsored by Pornhub Live. but still.
I thought I was trying to shout sponsor there.
Yeah, you plugged him pretty well, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Plugged it pretty well. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that.
Go on Pornhub and check out Canadian.
So the next one we're going to do here is the top 30. And we're going to do plus minus questions here. So it's going to be who's in the top 30. I know, everyone loves plus minus. Who's going to be the top 30 of the plus side? So, like, who has more people in the plus side of the top 30? So, like, 1 through 30 of plus minus. So they're the most
All right.
positive. You get
Russia.
it? Yeah. Zach?
Russians. Puck possession.
Shanud?
U.S.
Fuck you.
I was going the
Opportunity.
same place, Zach, where it's like based off
I
of that
love
movie
it.
that we watched. I would think it's the Russians.
I mean, very good, Jeff, but
Jeff
not
watches
close
the
enough.
movie where we
You
were-
watched it. You watched a different Russian movie, I think. There,
Yeah, it was a good one.
it was actually
also
U.S.
brought to you by our sponsor.
Yeah, one of our many sponsors. U.S. has 6 players in the plus minus or the plus side top 30. Russia only had 2. U.S. had McDonough at number 5, Oshie at 13, Pavelski at 18, Wheeler at 25, Stefan at 29, and Sutter at 30. So that was like 1 through 30 there. And then Russia only had 2, which is Kucherov and Panarin. Kucherov was 11 and Panarin was 27.
God
Number 1
damn.
through 30. So Shinudi got that one. We're gonna come to the last question here, guys, which is gonna be the minus side. So it's gonna be the lower quadrant there.
Hold
But
on, yo.
no goalies included. No goalies at all.
Goalies
Oh,
are included
shit.
in plus
But
minus.
No goblins or ghouls.
Can we get a scoreboard?
Wait,
Yeah, I was gonna give a scoreboard here.
Goalies are actually included in that category. I didn't think
I-
that they were.
No, I just didn't know if you're using the same thing I was using to find the answers. So if you're cheating, then you go to the last page and it'd be all goalies. So I didn't know if you'd just say the last 2 goalies. So that's why I
Why
wanted
would
to
you
put it
give away how to figure it out for Shinudi, who just went off camera? Look this up.
there.
Wow,
As you given out the website and now told him how to build it.
I definitely googled it.
So the scoreboard right now is we're gonna have Zach with 5. We have Jeff 5 as well,
Oh shit.
Shinudi
and we have Shinudi. You have 4. You're rolling up the
Yeah,
back end.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Shinudi's-
let's pick against Shinudi so that way he can tie everyone, and we have to make you come up with one.
I have a tiebreaker. Yeah, so it's gonna be I got it. So we're gonna do the minus scores here, not the plus minus. We're gonna do the minus here. The bottom 30 players of the NHL. Who has more, U.S. or Russia?
U.S.
Americans.
Russia.
Ho ho! Oh!
Uh-oh.
I'm doing it.
Oh.
I'm doing it. Am I winning or is it?
So we have Zach with U.S. Is that correct?
Yeah.
We have Jeff with
Zach, you just-
Russia.
canceled out Shanuti's pick. So
With Zach,
right, there's no way
Zach with
Shanuti
US, Shanuti with US, and Jeff
Right.
with Russia.
I'm ending this now. We'll have a winner. It's gonna be Zach. Back to back.
It's gonna be Zach.
The suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes for good radio. That just dead quiet.
I was gonna say, I bet the listeners, I bet Gordy's on the edge of his seat right now. He's probably just like right on Google looking this shit up so he knows who wins. Anyways,
Hi, Gordy.
Hi, Gordy. Hi, Gordy, and girlfriend of Gordy.
And girlfriend of Gordy.
Come on our podcast. We love you.
Sort
Is
of.
that gonna help?
I mean, yeah, sort of.
Love is a strong
Like,
word.
it's in the
Let's
middle.
let's make sure we're not tossing around like hotcakes.
Next podcast, we should just call him constantly to
Yeah.
see if he ever joins.
What? No, we'll
I'm
just call
down
him on
to
a
do
phone, so he'll think he's just talking to one of us, and then just put it
And
on
then
speaker in the
just
middle.
put it
of
on.
Yeah,
That works.
This is
Yeah,
at the end
they'll
of
have
the
no
episode.
idea.
It off by now, but that's not gonna want you.
Well, to end this game as well, it was USA. They had 8 players.
Hey.
Yo,
Yeah.
fuck you 3. That is 3 weeks in a row I've won the fucking contest. So,
I picked
But you know what?
times though, like
You know what though? There was a little side bet here, and it was between Zach and Shanuti whether Jeff watched the documentary or not. And Shanuti said 0% that Jeff watched the documentary, and Zach said 16%. So Zach was technically a yes, and Shanuti was a no. So that brings them both down to 5 each. So that's 5 each for everyone. So you know what? In my eyes,
shit.
you guys all tied. But we could do a tiebreaker here. We could do a last
Tiebreaker.
question.
Yeah,
We could do
tiebreaker. Give the
a
people what they want.
close enough. How many active players are in the NHL right now?
275.
You heard. You remember earlier this episode, right?
Yeah, I don't remember shit. I can't lie to you. How many active players are on the NHL team?
650.
Wait, what are we talking to active? Maybe that's what I was thinking. Like on a
So
roster.
players who are playing in the NHL, who have contracts in the NHL, or who are like who are scouted by the NHL. Any players who are active in the NHL organization.
Okay. See, I was thinking like on a goddamn team. So that's
No,
like,
no. Include every single team, every player who's in the NHL organization.
3,000. No, my real answer, 575.
Zach, what'd you say?
650.
I said 575.
Zach, you're still gonna win this one because you got the tie buster there. It is Jeff. What'd you say?
Like 900.
It's 972 active players in the NHL right now. Yeah.
Because it's 30 something per team.
Yeah,
30
and
per team, which would put it at 900.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that wasn't you had the guys who were like the healthy scratches and stuff too.
Healthy scratches, people who are on the bench and shit, and like technically like fucking Mike Richards, who's getting paid by the LA Kings right now for doing not shit. He's an active NHL player. Yeah.
See, that's bullshit.
That's
It's insane.
That is fucking
David
bullshit.
Clarkson, Joffrey Lupul, careers ended on injuries. Their contracts are getting traded.
That's how it goes.
This is horse shit. This game
That's
is
life.
horse shit.
That's life, Mike. That's life. I'll have another game next week. I'm gonna try to do the goalie masks, where I'm gonna send you guys all pictures of goalie masks of people from past generations, and you have to pick who they were and what team they played for.
He's gonna send us Jason. One of them is gonna be Jason. We're gonna be like, oh, who's this character?
And then bam, it's gonna be like the Ring. You're all gonna die.
You should include George Plimpton's mask.
I'm not going to because you'd only know that. And I don't like for you to win,
okay.
Jeff.
You should include Olaf Kolzig's mask or any Caps goalie mask.
Who?
It's just gonna be Caps goalie. It's a good thing I follow the guy who paints like a bunch of the masks.
Yeah, Jeff, you might have a fucking advantage there.
I don't know his last name, Dave Art. Like he does
Uh,
so many of desk in the NHL. I'd say probably 25% easily.
That's a fucking job right there.
That's awesome.
That
man.
is a fucking job.
The masks they make are fucking ridiculous, and then they have them for everything, like the outdoor games and they make them just for one game.
It's fucking crazy. I appreciate you guys playing my games though, as always.
Of course. Boys,
I'll have some
this
more
was
for you.
another great episode. This is a great on the rails episode of Five Holers. We are the Five Holers.
Wait,
Please follow us on Instagram. Please follow us on Twitter. Please follow Four Corners on 4cr.studio on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and follow all our family members under the Four Corner umbrella. That is
and
Jeff.
Don't get pet turtles. You'll get stuck at the border. Ask Colby.
Yep, you'll get stuck. We do not support tortoises, but we support them being saved.
No.
They make good stew, man.
We support tortoises on this podcast.
I said we support them. We don't support them as pets. Let them live in their natural habitats.
They have a bowl on their, and they're just made for shoot something.
I said
we support tortoises having human slaves on this podcast.
No, that'd be too slow. We can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
We are ready to support a show that has owners.
We are the Five Holer Podcast. Zach, take us out.
Yo, so before I take us out, I'm going to post this on Reddit in both the Caps sub, the NHL sub, and the hockey sub. So if you hear this, look up the username CapsFan19. Send me a message. We'll shout you out next time we're on the air. But with that said, why go bar down when you hit the 5 hole? Aim low, boys.
Hell yeah, guys.